Yay. Welcome, welcome. Get into a comfortable seat. Take a minute to just move around and find your spot on the floor. And then just slowly close your eyes. And let's begin with just 3 rounds of breath. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Breathing in and releasing. Letting in ease and let going stress. And then just letting your breath come back to a normal soft inhale, soft exhale. I'm going to start by reading a poem by Mary Oliver called My First Yoga Lesson. Be a lotus in the pond, she said, opening slowly, no single energy tugging against another, but peacefully all together. I couldn't even touch my toes. Feel your quadriceps stretching? She asked. Well, something was certainly stretching. Standing impressively upright, she raised one leg against the other and then lifted her arms and shook her hands like leaves. Be a tree, she said. I lay on the floor, exhausted. But to be a lotus in a pond, opening slowly and very slowly rising, that I could do. So Mary Oliver's first yoga class, where she learned to have a beginner's mind, right? We love the beginner's mind. It brings us back to maybe when we first had our very first yoga class, where things were all new and we were like, whoa, what's happening here? So I invite you to think about that today, and how might you just start in as with new eyes, with new perspective, as though you've never done these moves before, and just finding grace in them or feeling a little awkward in them, whatever it is, just embracing that beginner's mind where you have no preconceptions of what is to be, or as we move through a pose, not making it just automatic. I've done a sun salutation 5 million times and this is how you do it. Try to think of it as a new beginning. Okay. Close your eyes for a moment and think about an intention that you would like to set for yourself today with that beginner's mind. Maybe new beginnings could be a phrase or whatever feels right to you today. Think about what you would like for your intention, your sankalpa for today, that you can take into your practice and then out into the rest of your day. Let that settle in. And then if your eyes are closed, you can open them up. Let's bring our hands up, fingertips touching our shoulders, elbows high. And we're just going to do some gentle twisting side to side, feeling your spine twisting around in one direction and then the other. Waking things up, getting going on this lovely Tuesday morning in July, our first day of July. Take some breaths. Breathe in that warm summer air. Twisting back and forth. And then back to center. Bring your hands up overhead, interlace those fingers and bring it behind your head. And then we're going to tip to one side and look up, come back up to center and tip up the other elbow and back to center. Bring it up and center, bring it up and center. And just moving with your breath here. Nice, easy movements. Getting things going today. Looking up and center. Looking up and center. Looking up and center. Last one. And back down. And then bring those hands down. Let's do a few rolls with our shoulders. Bringing the elbows back down and around. And then reverse it other way. Nice job. All right, I'm just going to scoot back a little bit here. Have your fingertips forward in front, and then we're going to bring them wide. Lift your chin and look up, and then exhale, round it forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Opening up and closing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Come back to a tall seated position. Bring your left hand over to your right knee, right hand behind you. Twist and look around back. Holding it here, breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Bring it back to center. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Looking back, breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Back to center. Hands on your knees. Back is tall. And now round the back behind you, chin to chest. Pull your belly in. And then inhale, lift and look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, up. Take it down and up. Take it down and up. And slowly just start to speed up your spine movements here. So up and back. Up and back. Bring it up. Take it back. Bring it up. Take it back. Bring it up. And take it back. And then coming back to neutral position, let's head on over to the mat. We're going to start in a standing position at the top of your mat, coming into Tadasana. So just finding your feet on the ground in front of you, about hip distance apart. You just pull this back just a little bit. All right. So nice wide stance. Roll from your heels to toes a couple times, back and forth. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Exhale, hands go down. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold it down. Inhale, lift and look up. Exhale, down. Spread the arms, flat back all the way up and over. And exhale, hands back to the heart. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale up. And exhale down to the heart. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Now drop your hands down to the mat. Let's bring the right foot back and then the left foot back, coming into a plank position. You're on your toes, your spine is long, your hands are under your shoulders, pressing into the mat, fingers wide. Nice strong core. Breathe for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Drop your knees, bend your elbows, take it all the way down. And then let's lift 3 cobras. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And then push and lift. Bring it all the way up to downward facing dog. And just pedaling out your feet here in our first downward dog, just dropping one heel, then the other, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Breathing. And then drop both heels down and then lift them up. Drop both heels and lift them up. Take it down and lift it up. Good. Now look towards your hands. Bring your left foot forward. Plant the back foot and come all the way up into this stance. You want your toes forward, hands on your hips, back foot is planted, and then up and down a few times, coming into a lunge. And you want to make sure that knee is over the heel, your hips are facing forward. And then as you're ready, let those arms come up overhead into warrior 1 pose. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Drop the arms to shoulder height. Bring the left arm forward, right arm back. Reaching those arms wide, maybe dropping a little deeper into your lunge, and hold. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let the back arm drop down the back leg, and the left arm reaches up. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Windmill those hands all the way back to the front foot. Bring the left foot back. Drop knees. Exhale down. Inhale cobra. Exhale, release. Push and lift. Bring it up to downward dog. 3 breaths here. Look towards your hands. Bring your right foot forward. Plant the back foot and come all the way up to standing again. Taking a minute to get your stance, front toes forward, back foot planted, and then dropping down into the lunge. Settling into that spot, let your arms rise up overhead. And breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Arms down, shoulder height. Let's bring the right arm forward, left arm back, and breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Back arm down, front arm up. Exalted warrior, looking up towards your hand, sinking a little deeper into your lunge, and breathe. And now windmill those hands back to the front foot. Let your right foot come back into plank. Drop knees, exhale down. Inhale cobra, exhale release. Push and lift, come up to downward dog. Take 3 breaths here. Look towards your hands. Bring the left foot forward and then the right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, hands come back to your heart. And just take a minute here, readjust, get into your Standing position, Tadasana, mountain pose. Feel your feet connecting to the floor. Lift your spine. Straighten up your legs. Just feel yourself in your body. How does that feel this morning? How does your body feel? Do a little check-in. And then slowly let your eyes open. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins, lift. Exhale, release. Left foot back and right foot back. Drop knees. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Push and lift. Bring it back up to downward facing dog. Just holding it here. You want your feet about hip distance apart. Now look at your hands, and you're going to walk your hands together so that your thumbs are touching, and then drop your head down and look towards your feet again. And now shift weight over onto your left hand. Pick up your right hand, reach it towards your feet, and grab the outside of your left calf with your right hand. And then once you're there, turn and look under your left armpit towards the ceiling. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring that hand back. Slide forward into plank position. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, lift and look up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale forward. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. One more time. Bring it forward and down and up and back. Hold downward dog. Position your feet about hip distance apart. Walk your hands back together again, and then look towards your feet. This time weight is going on to the right hand. Pick up your left hand, reach it towards your feet. Grab the outside of your right leg with your left hand, and then look under your armpit towards the ceiling. Breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Release that hand. Slide forward into plank. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale forward. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. One more. Bring it forward and down and up and back. And now walk your hands towards your feet and just bring yourself into a standing forward fold position. Hands reaching down, head is down, legs are straight. And just holding the fold for a minute. See if you can tuck yourself in a little closer towards your legs. Breathing. And now slide your hands up to your hips, bend your knees, and just let your chest rest on the upper part of your legs here as you drop your hips way, way down. And then reach your hands forward and lift up into chair pose. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Straighten it up and exhale. Let your hands come down to your side. Just shake out your legs, shake out your arms. And now walk your feet together so they're right next to one another. Bring your hands together at your heart center. And now we're going to drop down into a squat again. Bend those knees, drop your hips, and we're going to twist to the right and hook your left elbow on your right leg and lift that right elbow up. Stacking the arms, pressing, twisting, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring it all the way back up. Hands up overhead and exhale. Drop them down to your side. Just take a minute, shake out your hands, shake out your legs, and then bring those feet together again, hands together at your heart. And now bend those knees, drop those hips, come down into that squat, and we're going to twist to the left, right elbow hooks onto the knee, stack those arms, twisting and looking up towards the ceiling, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring it all the way back up. Hands go all the way up overhead and exhale back down to your side. And just shaking everything out a little bit. Shake your hands and shake your feet. And then come into a standing position with your feet about hip distance apart. Roll from your toes to heels a couple times. And then we're going to shift over onto the right side and just let your weight come onto that right leg, hands on your hips, and then see if you can pick up that left leg and either place it on your lower leg, on your upper leg, or you can have your toes on the floor and your heel just resting on your right leg down by your ankle. Whatever works this morning. Find your focal point, hands together at your heart. Lift those arms up overhead and exhale, open. Wiggle your fingers like leaves on a tree and breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Hands up together, down to the heart, and then release that leg and bring it back down and just shake everything out a little bit. We'll take the other side. All right, so feet hip distance apart, and we're going to shift over onto the left foot this time. Hands can be on your hips, or you kind of have them up to the side, and then figure out where you want your right foot to go, and then hands at the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. And then wiggling your fingers like leaves on a tree. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Hands back to the heart. Release that leg and come back down. And just swing the arms back and forth. Take a few steps back and forth. And then let's come into a wide stance on your mat and have your hands on your hips. And we're going to inhale, lift the chest, raise the eyes, look up. And then exhale, hinge and drop it down. Bring your hands to the floor so they're right underneath your face. Your toes are pointing towards the front of your mat. And you're just having a nice long spine here. Hands drop down. And we're going to slowly raise the right hand and bring it up towards the ceiling. And then drop it down and take it over and tap your left foot. Inhale, lift, bring it up. Exhale, down and over. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Bring it up and release. Bring it up and release. Bring it up and release. This time, let's bring it up and hold it there. Breathing. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale, release. Right hand comes back to the floor right next to your left hand. Thumbs touch. And now the left hand reaches all the way up. And then drop it down and tap your right foot. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keep going. Moving with your breath back and forth. And this time, reach it up and hold it. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Drop that hand back down onto the floor. Get steady on your feet. And then bring one hand up to your hip and then the other and slowly roll it up. Lower back, middle back, head coming up last. And now bring your feet together and just walk it out, shaking those hands, shaking your feet. And let's come into a wide stance on your mat. Have your arms out to the side and turn those palms up and then back down. Turn palms up and down, palms up and down. Sweep the hands down behind you, interlace your fingers, draw those shoulder blades together, and then pull the hands towards the floor, lift your chest, raise your chin, look up, hold it here, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Hinge at your hips and slowly fold it down. Let the head go down and the hands go up. Breathing. Good. Now slowly roll it up. Coming up slowly. And then release your hands and just sway side to side. So you're twisting with the arms, letting them go around and bending your knees as you twist. Just gently back and forth. And then come back to stillness. And we're going to slide our hands down our knees and come down into a squat position. Your toes are pointing diagonally out here. And drop your right shoulder down and look left. And then come on back up and left shoulder down, look right. And up. Take it down, lift it up. Exhale, inhale. Take it down and up. Down and up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more round, down and down. And then coming back up, straighten those legs. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Toes are still pointing diagonally out, and I want you to just drop down into as low of a squat position as you can. Hands are at your heart, thumbs touching your chest. We're just going to hold it here and breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Straighten it up. Release your hands and swish side to side. Take some breaths. Good. And then come back into your wide stance. Have your arms out to the side. Let's turn the right foot out and bring the left foot in. Looking over at your right fingertips, reach over and pull it back. Reach over and pull it back. Reach over, pull it back. Now reach it over. Drop the right hand down. Bring the left hand up, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Legs are long. Arms are straight. Your head is an extension of your spine. And slowly, if you can, turn your eyes and try to look up towards your left hand. Breathing. And then inhale all the way back up again. Turn those feet back to center. And now we're going to turn the left foot out and the right foot in. Turn your palms face down. Look over at your front, or at your left hand. And we're going to bring the upper body back and forward. Just a couple times. Back and forward, back and forward. Take it back and now bring it forward. Drop that left hand down, right hand comes up for Trikonasana on the other side. Legs long, torso long, arms long. Slowly, if you can, turn your eyes and look up towards your right hand. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring it all the way back up. Turn the feet forward again. Let's bend at the elbows. Raise your hands. So you want those elbows in line with your shoulders. Fingers are spread out wide. And now bend the knees, drop down into a squat. Exhale, hands and chin down. Inhale up. Take it down and up. Bring it down and up. Take it down. Lift it up. Take it down. Lift it up. One more time. Lift it up. And now straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Release those hands down. Just shake them out. Let's bring the right hand out in front. So you have your fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling, and just bring that other hand around and draw those fingertips towards you, stretching the wrist, keeping that right arm straight, breathing. Deep inhale. Good. Now point the fingers down towards the floor and then bring the other hand and press the top of your hand, pulling your hand towards you. Breathing. Good. And then release that hand, shake it out. And this time we're going to extend the left hand straight out, fingers pointing up. And then your right hand comes and draws those fingers towards you. Take some deep breaths. And then point the fingers down. Press the top of your hand with your right hand and breathe. Good. And then release. Do some rolls with your shoulders, taking it back, down, and around. And then reverse it other way. And then bring those feet together. Just do some circles with your wrists, making a little circle in one direction and then other way. Nice job. All right. Bring those hands back around behind you again. Feet are wide. Drop the hands down. Lift the chest, look up. And then exhale, release. Drop that head down as the hands go up. You're still squeezing your shoulder blades together here. Breathing. And then we're going to let go of our hands and drop them down and grab hold of your ankles. You may want to stretch your feet a little wider apart if that feels okay for you. And then we're going to pick up our left hand and bring it over onto the right foot. So both hands are over onto your right ankle or foot. And you're going to bend your elbows and now fold your head down towards your knee. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Walk it back to center. And then both hands over to the left side. Bend the elbows and fold. 3 breaths here. Good. And then bring it back to center again. Have your feet facing forward. Have your hands come up onto your hips and slowly Roll it up to standing. Step your feet together and just walking it out a little bit. We're going to come over onto the left side of our mat. Have your right foot on the mat and your left foot off. And as if you're walking on a tightrope, take a short step forward with your left foot. Turn those toes out. And then let's bring our hands back around, grabbing opposite elbows. And inhale, lift the chest, raise the eyes, look up. On the exhale, hinging from your hips, slowly bringing the upper body forward until you're parallel to the floor. Just pause there for a minute. Breathing. And then on your next exhale, drop a little deeper, trying to bring your nose towards your knee. Breathing. And then slowly all the way back up. Release your feet, release your hands, shake everything out. And then we're going to come over to the other side of the mat where you have your left foot on the mat, right foot on the floor. Take a short step forward with your right foot. Turn the toes out into that penguin position. So your heels are in line with the edge of the mat. And now reach your hands back and grab opposite elbows. If this feels exactly the same as what you just did, try switching the arms around so you're doing it the other way. Inhale, lift your chest, raise your eyes, look up. And on the exhale, hinge at the hips, keep the back flat, and just get to where you're parallel to the floor and hold it there for a minute. And then on your next exhale, dive a little deeper, dropping your nose towards your knee. And then slowly bring it back up. Release your hands, release your feet. Let's bring those arms out, and we're going to do some big circles in one direction. Making them as big as you can. And then big circles the other way. All right. And let's come on down into a seated position, coming into Dandasana on your mat. And let's just begin with our legs straight. Our feet are flexed, our toes are spread. You can just wiggle side to side a couple times and then come to center. And then we're going to inhale, bring those arms up overhead, exhale, hinge, and fold it forward. So letting your hands come to wherever they can reach, shins, ankles, toes, and then drop your nose down towards your knees. Breathing. And then slowly roll it up. Coming up to seated position again. Let's bend the right knee or the left knee, bringing that in close towards you, just hugging it in. And you're going to place your left hand on the floor for support here. The right hand comes over and grabs the little toe side of the left foot and sit nice and tall here with your back long, right leg is long, foot is flexed. Raise that left leg up, straightening it out. And now with your right hand, take the left foot over to the right. And now you're going to turn and look over your right shoulder. Twisting in multiple directions here, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring it back to center. Drop that foot down. Just shake it out a little bit. And now we're going to bring in the right knee. Bring it in nice and snug towards you. Plant your right hand by your right hip. Keep that spine nice and tall. And then the left hand reaches over, grabs the little toe side of your right foot. Straighten out the right leg and bring the right leg over to the left and turn and look over your right shoulder. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring it back to center. Drop that leg down. And again, just sitting tall. Go back and forth a few times. And now we're going to bend the left knee. And we're going to take our hands and scooch them in and around, grabbing opposite elbows, and then lift that leg up. So the knee is bent and the foot is flexed. Start by just circling your left foot in one direction. And then circle it the other way. And now point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. And now circle it the knee in one direction. Taking some breaths. And then circle the other way. Good. And then drop that leg down. Take a minute to readjust, sitting nice and tall. And now you're going to bring the right knee in and scoot your arms in and around, grab opposite elbows, and then pick that foot up. Foot is flexed, knee is bent. And we're going to start by circling the right ankle in one direction. And then circle it the other way. Point the toe and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Now circle at your knee in one direction. And then circle the other way. Good. And then release that leg, drop it down, shake it out. You want to scoot yourself so that you're sitting about in the middle of your mat. And then we're going to roll over onto our left side. You're going to have your elbow underneath your shoulder, so it's lifting up your torso. Try not to collapse into that shoulder. Your feet are stacked, one on top of the other, and that right hand is in front for support. And we're going to flex that right foot, really push out through your heel. And we're going to lift that leg up and bring it down. Lift it up and bring it down. Lift it up and bring it down. Now lift it up and bend that knee. And we're going to bring the knee forward and tap in front. And then we're going to tap our heel behind us. Bring the knee and tap, and then heel tap. Back and forth. Let's do 3 more rounds. 1, 2, 3. Good. And now straighten out that leg. Again, we're going to bend the knee. See if you can grab hold of your ankle and just pull that heel towards your tailbone. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Straighten that side out. And we're going to switch over to the other side. However you want to get there. So you're on your right arm this time, underneath your shoulder. Everything is lined up. Hips are stacked. Feet are on top of one another. You've got this left arm out in front for support. And then when you're ready, lift that left leg up and bring it down. Lift it up and bring it down. Lift it up and bring it down. Let's do 3 more. Breathing. Good. Now bend that knee, top knee, and we're going to drop the knee forward and tap, and then tap the heel behind us. Forward and back. Forward and back. Keep it going. Move with your breath. All right, now keep that knee bent and see if you can grab your left ankle with your hand and pull your heel towards your tailbone. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Straighten that leg out. Come back up to seated position. And let's have our legs be wide, coming into a wide V shape. Have your hands in front. Just wiggle side to side a few times. Flex your feet. And have your hands on your legs. And we're just going to walk those hands down. See if you can grab hold of your ankles or your shins anywhere along the way here. And then we're slowly going to bring our nose down towards the floor. Take your time, just working your way down. Maybe you want to pulse gently as you do this. Breathing, feet are flexed. Good, and then slowly roll it back up. Bend both knees, bring the soles of the feet together, hands by your hips. Just let those legs go up and down a couple times. Wiggle back and forth. And then bring your hands inside of your legs, and you're going to pick up your knees and walk those hands forward, trying to get your palms on the tops of your feet. And now wiggle the upper body forward, side to side, as you slowly try to bring your nose down towards your heels, tortoise pose. And then when you get to your edge, see if you can gently pulse and drop a little deeper. And then slowly release, unwind those arms, straighten out your legs, sitting tall. Let's bring in the right leg and we're going to cross it over the left. So your left foot is active, the leg is long, your foot is flexed, toes are spread out. And we're going to take our left arm and wrap it around that right knee. Bring the right hand out in front, eyes are on your fingertips. And now we're going to twist around to the right, bring that right hand all the way back around behind you, planting it on the floor, and see if you can turn just a little bit further to the right, even your eyes looking right. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring the hand all the way back around. Let's uncross that leg. Take your legs and just give them a good shake. And then we'll try the other side. So bend your left leg, cross it over your right leg. Keep your right foot active, flexing, and then hugging this knee in towards you. Your right arm wraps around the left knee and the left hand out in front. Eyes on your fingertips. And now swing that hand back around, plant it on the floor, and see how far around you can twist to the left. Looking back, turning your eyes to the left, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring it all the way back around. Let's uncross those legs. Bring yourself back to center on your mat, sitting tall. And then we're just going to turn our palms up and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, bring yourself down onto your back, lower back, middle back, shoulders, and head coming down. Bring your right knee in, cupping your hands on that knee, and then pick your head up and just try to bring your nose towards the knee. Flexing the foot, just holding it here, breathing. And then release and bring it down. Bend your left knee, cup your hands on that knee, bring it in nice and tight. And then pick your head up, try to bring your nose towards your knee. Breathing. And then release. And now bending both knees, pick your feet up towards the ceiling with your knees bent. Pick your head up, and you're going to grab the little toe side of your feet and then let your head drop back down onto the floor. And you're going to just gently rock side to side. You're pulling those knees down with your hands towards the floor, in by your ribs, and just rocking side to side gently, back and forth. Just giving your lower back a little massage here. And then bring it back to center. And now move your feet up and down, back and forth. Just loosening up the hips here. Just gently back and forth. Couple more. And then release your hands off of your feet. Bring your knees and feet together. Have them tucked in towards you. Spread your arms out wide in a T shape. And now we're going to drop our knees over to the right and turn and look left. Just holding it here. Take a couple breaths. And then back to center. Take a minute, readjust your hips, have the knees and feet together. Arms are wide. And now both knees over to the left and turn and look right. Take 3 breaths. Good. Bring it back to center. And now straighten out your legs. Slide your arms down alongside your body and just rock a little bit side to side. Shake out your shoulders and hips a little. And maybe wiggle your feet side to side. Get any little kinks out. And then think about making any little micro movements that would make you just 5% more comfortable. And whatever that is, go ahead and do it. And get your body into a nice, comfortable, still position. Slowly let your eyes close. And let's take one last full deep breath in. Exhale, release, and let it go. And then just softly letting your breath come back to its normal pattern. Soft inhale, soft exhale. And with your mind's eye, just keep your focus on your breath. Watching the inhale and then watching the exhale. On your next inhale, breathe in a little deeper. Exhale, release. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Feel your body starting to move again. And then slowly, as you're ready, Bring your knees in towards you and curl up and roll over onto your side. Taking a couple breaths. And then back up to seated position. You can let your eyes be soft or closed. Just come into a comfortable seat and bring your hands together at your heart. Take a moment and remember the intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of class. Keeping that with you for the day, taking it out into your world. And my wish for you is health in your body, peace in your mind, and love in your heart. Namaste.